Hello everyone, welcome back to our Genshin Pack. Today we got Arlecchino story quest. We're on 4.6, was it? I have no idea. But Arlecchino is already here. We already pulled for the character. You guys probably already watched my pulling segment. Today we got Ignis Purgatorius chapter Act 1. And after shadow that should not exist, wander the house of the heart is whole. She flits between the shadows and the light, does not touch, bringing goodwill but also hastening ill deeds. If any ask about her past, she'll speak of that buried history. But more than that, she wants to know her own ending. Again, with that being said, there go Arlecchino story quest. But bro, that looks so sick when the Hearth-Flame goes out. Ooh, bro, compared to other, usually the background is, color of their element. Bro, that looks so awesome. Oh my god. Enable focus experience mode to avoid conflict with other quests occupying. Why do I feel so I just play on, I don't know, PS something? Alright. Let's start, let's go! Go. How people let's put it for Arlecchino, got Arlecchino. She'll be good. We still got like 2 weeks at least.
It's been a while since we visited Poisson. Maybe we should head over and have a look around.
Yeah, let's go! So for some reason we go to Poisson. I'm guessing an unexpected encounter we meet Arlecchino instead here. Who knows? Let's see. I saw a lot of luck by the way when people pull for Arlecchino.
Hey traveler, Paimon.
How did you saw me immediately? What the heck? It seems like you know I will come here.
Oh, Paimon knows that voice.
Yeah, proceed to look left, look right, not down.
Over here.
Where is here? Papa just look at the rock. It's like, oh, I know that voice. Look at the rock. Linny, it's been so long. How are you? Hope you're doing good. How is Linny? Hey, my buddy.
One of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion.
I agree.
Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, that's good then. Well, you don't have battery charging like Lynette, but still good.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it. You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
I don't think that's the case.
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
I see.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
I'm more interested in Lynette, but
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth.
Oh.
You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
So it's just the entire family?
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
Well...
Well?
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
Paimon supposed to scream? Close your eyes. I mean ears.
You scared Paimon half to death.
You always scared half to death. Yeah, I believe you are not alive at this point. But I never hear Paimon like, I'm scared half to alive.
Father, you're here.
You're dead.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Heart stuff, right?
Right?
We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
Paimon, why do you have to say that? Yeah, for sure. Now that the father is here, we cannot ask to the children. Man, this is dangerous. Help?
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course. I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
I gotta lie, for the knave, I don't feel like ulterior motive is on the way, but... Motive? Who knows? Well, we're a little curious, but we still have our reservation about your organization.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past.
A lot!
And I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future.
Oh, there's somebody that wanna pin down, wanna hard, wanna step on the heart after what they done to Nahida. Anyway, continue.
As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree?
No.
The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
I wanna say something, but I forgot.
What sort of rumor?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
What does that mean? Is it some sort of like ghost story? Maybe. I feel I'm getting chill already. What happened? Maybe it's somebody's floaty friend.
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation.
Ah, I see.
I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all.
Gotcha. So that's the case. For people that know, the Phantom Child, I am thinking it's the one from the Navy's animation. If you guys go to Genshin Impact official YouTube channel, you're gonna see an animation. Bro, that's so sick and sad. But I'm guessing that might be the child, but who knows? Who knows? So that's why. So the entire house moved here. Gotcha.
If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors.
I wanna see the children actually. Is it gonna be the same?
Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Of course, Father.
It's so weird you call him father, but again with the animation we already know why. Alright, have a great day. Calm down, Paimon. I couldn't help but feel intimidated during that conversation with the nymph. Now that she's gone, I feel like I can finally breathe again. It's just, she always have a knife on your throat. Feeling, not gonna lie. She also suggests that we stick around for a few days. But why?
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings.
I see.
You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. If we're your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Okay. I don't know what's up with the passive-aggressive Paimon, but okay.
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today is the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen.
Wait, you can do something in the kitchen?
Let's go. I'll take you to where we're staying.
I guess so, yeah. Lynette is kinda... If Lynette's the one that do something in the kitchen, it's more... You know... Interesting. Huh. I guess, yeah. Because Femina is always out, Lynette is always charging. So Linny is kinda the one that do everything. By the way, I'm curious about the Phantom Child. That's interesting. What
We
up?
rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base.
Oh.
I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
I'm more surprised that we didn't meet Navia in here. I'm pretty sure Navia heard about us being here.
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies.
I thought you were about to say disturbing.
With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not.
I mean, only ask the person, they'll answer truly, right? For sure. I mean, we can just ask Lenny. And it's kind of obvious when he's lying or not, right?
But now that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate.
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. Just follow me.
Wait, does that mean the knave meaning about staying few days is Look at how their organization work. As in like, what you call, you're observing them that they are not a bad people type of scenario. Or perhaps get some information that the knave want to get but cannot. We'll see.
Linny, you're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go.
The supplies is just a pocket.
Hello? Something caught your eye?
Is it us? I know I'm popular. It's alright. Understandable. Ah, wake up.
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
No way!
Yes, wait.
Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
It sounds like you are telling other children, but it's just adult.
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Well, yeah, Paimon's still a little child. Don't scare Paimon off.
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
That is always our line.
Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
What did they taught you? I'm curious.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend.
Good
And
to
as far
hear.
as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, that's a good compliment. Do Paimon get any?
I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
I am not Shenhe, so no, I cannot do that. But, you know, I will leave it to your imagination, kid.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days!
Okay, that is over-exaggerated. Gotcha. She can only do it in 1 day, not 3 days. It's only 1 day. She can clean everything. That's correct, except the 3 days. She only need probably less than 24 hours.
Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all!
Yeah, it sounds like you know. Also, mine's also a bit of a stretch about moving the mountain.
Oh, wait. When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right?
No? If that is the case, I am gonna visit every single people's house like how I visit every single Pokemon's house. Wait, what? A house in Pokemon. Game.
Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you. Come on, we insist. I can give you some of my new potions.
Wait, what?
Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both.
I am worried about that. I was like, just pick your poison. I'm about to make a joke, but you know, it's being a poison instead of, you know, normal potion, but it's actual poison. And I'm like, okay. Can I find the one that make me invincible or can look through some wall?
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Alright, I'm not that bad on stealthy mission. It's just I hate it, alright? Who taught you that I keep getting caught?
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know.
So far we know the house of the house of the heart, whatever the name is. The children is talented. Healing medicine or poison potion, assassination. What else? You thought it's gonna be like a normal house where people are kind to each other. Well, they're kind to each other. It's just, you know, friendly, not knowing assassination type of stuff. But this is the thing that they know.
I was poisoned not too long ago,
Nice.
and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
Why did you get poisoned?
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics.
Yeah, we mean like a cake, a barbecue, I don't know, cupcakes, or even a sword as a gift. Wait, what? A gun.
But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them?
It's not we don't like them. It's out of the blue.
Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
Rudy. Wait, what? I'm just kidding. The dangerous suggestions keep on coming one
All
after
right,
another.
Folt, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's just I'm still surprised with everything that they just suggest. Who annoy me? I'm gonna name everybody that's here.
You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
That's a good point. Also, another thing is probably confused as well.
Really?
Absolutely, we definitely feel the love. Yeah. Absolutely, we are so annoyed. Can you get out of? No, just kidding.
Awesome! It's been so long since we've had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I need some help.
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
I see. Do you have love potion?
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
Yeah, Linny. We're gonna talk to Linny and be like, that's interesting stuff that you guys learned.
All right, see you later.
Run, Linny. Walk faster. Now, what are they gonna? That's adorable. I thought they were gonna talk behind us. Not gonna lie. That's actually cute. I like it.
Lenny, about all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
See, I know it. I knew we were gonna talk about this.
Scared you, did it?
Obviously,
That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth.
it's not normal, right?
When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets.
Hmm?
Just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family.
I hope he did not strangle my Paimon. Paimon is your pet? Yeah. No? Oh, why would I say that?
Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one.
Oh, I'm guessing the one that got poisoned is the stealth one. Gotcha.
Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions.
Guessing he got poisoned by... Good to know.
I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk.
Obviously.
But I can promise you they only had the best of intentions.
I know. We know
Things
that.
like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Yeah, they're trying to cherish their... dream, I guess? So, pretty much understandable. For the girl, I guess, she can start learning alchemical stuff. That's gonna help her. I don't know. What do I know? What do they talk about?
Wow, the Traveler and Paimon. I finally got to meet them in person.
One day, I'm gonna be like this. One day, people will talk about me. That's one day, not today.
They don't really seem as intimidating as you hear in the stories.
They'd probably get along really well with Filial.
Who?
If only they got here sooner.
I am a bit worried about Filial. Who is Filial? Either way, continue disturbing or distributing supplies. I don't know if it's up or down actually. This will be better if I go here instead first. I think that is where I need to go. Was it here? Ah.
Filial, supplies are here.
Oh, next one is Filial.
Thanks.
Oh, it's you.
And who are these two? Outsiders?
That is the reaction. Outsiders? Like, excuse you?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about.
Oh, I guess it's more like adult one. So the child and the teenager are going together while the adult is doing the work, stuff like this.
It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Yep, that's correct. We start from Mondstadt.
Of course! We're making our way all across to that!
Next one is Nathalie.
Oh, good for you.
Why?
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now then.
Yes.
Have you seen the new opera that started running recently?
No.
I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
Nope.
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Why do I feel like Nantil is trying to code us with something? Try to, I don't know, telling something with a code?
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting.
And you spend some time talking about popular culture.
After this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Good for you.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
It'll be cheap. Just dye it yourself. It's not that hard.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I mean, yeah. I guess it's more like adult or mature, I suppose.
I heard that.
Good. It's not a bad thing.
Oh! Oops.
My bad. Paimon got, this moment where she just talk out loud all the time.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others?
Yep.
Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
Those chunks actually talk highly about Filial. And I was like, it seems like they get along. But it seems like Filial don't like them, huh?
That's enough, Filial.
Ooh, Lini. I see, so there's a little bit trouble in the house.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
Sure. Oh, I see. We learned more. Gotcha. I understand, Lini.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Yeah, Lini is sad because Lini accidentally showed us, like, the bad side of the heart. Which is, it's fine. I mean, each human are different and we know there's always somebody
Well,
like that.
they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
We show observe for now. It's better not to pry. Just observing, it's fine.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Lini's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
Okay, that moment there definitely just get into Lini's head too much. What do they say?
Looks like there's more trouble in store next month, too. When will it end?
Hey, just focus on the positives. At least our time in Poisson has been pretty relaxing. Don't you think?
I mean, yeah. Also, I know we're here just for a guess, but... Is it just a guess? I mean, we know Navia and Pozan is led by Navia. Is it? I kind of forgot the story. Oh, we are back.
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
They have certainly got a lot of personality, each with their own unique stuff, including poison.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind.
I could tell. I actually could tell. Everybody literally just speak their mind.
Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Sure, that sounds fun. Paimon, can you cook?
Then let's head out and... Fremine? What are you doing here?
There's a kid in the box.
Hey, nice to see you again.
You too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Ooh, yeah. That's actually the last time he said he wanna do that. If Remine say no and got something to do, I feel like it's something about the child.
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Paimon, do you know if you are swimming and we pick you up, you can actually become seafood?
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Or what?
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
That is for sure for somebody. Food and water and clean. That is pretty much for somebody.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
Yeah, that's literally a good question. Like, why does it sound like you are trying to feed somebody?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know?
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you are growing. Gotcha. I mean, hungry at night, reasonable, but you are speaking as if you are lying. And I'm pretty sure Lini could tell.
Fremine. You remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work.
Wow, that's something.
Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
Really, Paimon, out of all the time that you want to pry open people's secret, this is the time you choose to give them space? It just to put out there, I kind of want to, you know.
Huh. This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
Yes. Just follow me.
We did not give them space at all. Good to know. Good to hear that. Okay. Figure out what Fremine is hiding. Somebody? Because you need extra food, extra drink. And as soon as somebody needs extra, you know what that means. What is...
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
Hello, my name's Lini. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Play the music. Cue the music.
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you.
Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum bum. Cue the music.
You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy. Yes, definitely her. Wait, what?
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lini never heard about you before.
Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in.
Yeah, this is the big hint here. Wait, why are you here? So my guess was correct. And I love that.
She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
If you told Father... Yeah, Father's gonna be surprised as well. It's like... Wait.
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
I'm so confused on how and why she's still here. And as a child.
For how long?
About half a month now.
That is... Oh god.
So ever since we got to Poisson then, do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
Oh, that's the line on the trailer.
You know the rules of the house, Fremine.
And so do
I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that.
Why? You fall in love? Like what?
Linny, don't you remember last year? Chaplot nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him.
I still don't... Wait, does that mean like the father's like, yeah, you have to figure out how to recover yourself? So, you're scared of the father strictly treat her, maybe? I love how she is just looking around. What are you looking at? Is that box interesting? What happened?
That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life.
So it's Clairvy's voice then.
That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
Do Clairvy got the power to reincarnate? I don't think that's a thing.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
She was the one that kept you up all night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do.
Now the question is, why are you hiding her again? I still don't get it.
But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
Oh, because Phantom Child, if you tell a father might just end her? Also, because they're after... Which means they don't know the father's story then. And that's why they don't know anything about this child.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
And yeah, the next one that found out is, first of all, Remine, and then second one is Linny, and now we as well.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Yep. Okay, in the meantime, we'll talk to Clairvy. Okay. Don't ask me, Clairvy. I have no idea what they are gonna talk about.
Those two sure care a lot about each other.
I know, right? Crazy.
Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off.
I don't think so, but that's one way to say it.
No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that.
Do you offer a cake to that friend when you're... How do I say when you are still a little kid? You are still a little kid.
I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
What do you mean by that? I mean, the father is not like the mother, so it shouldn't be like that, right?
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
Don't say that, Jesus. It sounds... The most creepiest thing that can actually happen is a child saying something like this.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh, really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I, for one, wish you did.
Aw, yeah. I understand, Linny. Like, I want to help as well. Don't just, keep it alone.
Huh? What do you mean?
We're family, Fremine.
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette.
Wait, I wanna hear that on JP voice. You call me Oni-chan. That's gonna be awkward. Or Oni-sama.
We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest.
Yeah, Kakavasha.
Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood.
Yeah, that's also mean flesh and... Oh, no. We're not talking about that? Okay.
You and Lynette are the most important people in my life.
Aww.
No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, that... Ooh, that is amazing, amazing literal quote that I love a lot.
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
Nah, they're fine. Yeah, they're fine.
Oh,
Also-
it's raining. I should put my clothes away.
Whoa, wait. Oh! Oh! Wait, what?
Mary? Huh. Looks like she's not here either.
So does that mean Clairvy is just... Is that on?
It's time to read.
Where is it? Is she like stuck on time loop? That's the end? Oh, that's interesting. They showed it to us. Wow. I am flabbergasted. That's... Dang.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or...
Oh, Paimon, don't say it. Also interesting, they show us what is Clairvy is currently. Since I want to talk to Clairvy, which we cannot, we encounter that going in and out and fade away and oh. I didn't expect that to actually happen.
Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Aww. She is touched, or he is touched.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
Whoa, you just kicked me out? I thought we are friends. How dare you? You know, sometimes having guests around can come in handy. And me.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
Hear me out here.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior.
Yep,
And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
correct.
That's what you're trying to say. isn't it?
Exactly. I think it's better if we stick around. 100% for sure.
I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you.
Exactly.
I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Yeah, sure. Not gonna lie, story-wise, I'm pretty sure main character's stronger than you. They've literally traveled from one universe to another with the stars, but...
Me too.
Hey, high five.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father,
Yeah, about
then
that.
our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down.
Yeah, before that. By the way, before walking to you guys, I see her fade out and fade in like a ghost. Could you help me with that?
That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here.
That's...
Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
So again, first thing first. Like I said, she fade in and she fade out. So can you help?
I've tried that already.
And?
And nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but after some time, she just reappeared.
Gotcha. So Femine know that she can fade in and fade out. Interesting.
She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
Oh, I can expect a smile, not gonna lie.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Well, luckily, Chongyun have taken us to some, areas. So,
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines.
yeah, but at the same time, isn't the wish was the father to become the best mother or the king or the queen, I suppose? Which the mother become the father instead.
Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
I also don't remember where I heard that actually.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
No more keeping secrets, I suppose. And also, I love how they say ley lines and didn't translate into like heaven. For example, like a word, right? And then proceed to put a little text on top. Heaven. But they haven't do that.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
By the way, Lene, not know how to read whether you're lying or not, so.
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids.
Bros.
Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hey, a bro is a bro.
I swear.
That is cute. Lynette be like, you dare to put me out, big brother? You dare to not include me in? she appeared out of nowhere. I love that a lot. Have anywhere on the story Lynette was hiding? Because if that's the case, I didn't see her at all. This is out of nowhere.
Whoa!
She is about to punch you.
Lynette!
You scared us.
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
she is not pretty fun at all. Buddy. Well.
And, when exactly did you get here?
Let me tell you since the start, probably. She is not fun at all.
You're an idiot, brother.
Oh, I wanna hear that in JP so bad.
And you too, Fremine.
I'm out of this, right? I'm safe, I think.
You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
Why am I in this?
Wait, what did we do?
Wait. Well,
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out you were just hiding her.
so why am I even baka? Okay. Also, she's a cat, so she can kind of see those type of stuff. So it's kind of reasonable,
I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in. If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
Okay. she is playing the card. I don't know. I don't think she is gonna report it. But she also wanna get in.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette.
Yeah, you cannot wiggle, I bet.
Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
This is still interesting encounter. I love the entire part of that story. Man, it's hilarious. It's amazing.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
I don't know who bring you an entire cake, but an entire cake.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Oh, I thought that's just the game being the game. Huh. Because, you know, usually games like, oh, yeah, something, it's not like half it is just like gone or it just exists. Also, Pepper, well, she's a spirit. She probably eat the spirit of the food, you know? So she cannot actually eat.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still,
This
when
is
she's
interesting.
presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
I mean, Lynette will finish it, I'm pretty sure.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she
Dang.
didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Judging by her reaction with the House of the Heart is dark, I'm guessing she already know what it means.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure.
Who's your favorite?
Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Ah, Lynette, you said you already saw her? Well, I guess seeing her and also knowing her is different.
Hello.
Hi.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody?
Oh, right, yeah, the old House of the Heart and the current House of the Heart are different.
The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
Okay, so it's... Ah, interesting. The old one is not the old one, it's the current one.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster, unless it's the roster of people who've been executed. Wait, does that mean the knave... She...
Yeah, I'm guessing it's the old one. Alright, she is probably talking about the old one.
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
But Perry is also not here, I'm pretty sure. Again, just go to Genshin Impact YouTube channel and look for Arlecchino's animation. Yeah, the one that where she is holding a fist, I'm pretty sure, and you can see her, I don't know, scratch a little bit. Then you will see who is Perry.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
Nope.
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
Ooh, I'm curious about this.
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
To meet your friend. Be together?
To go outside.
To go outside! Wait, what? That is gamer is allergic. We allergic to touching grass.
where the sun can find me.
You know, those things that burn us.
That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
Not for a spirit, because they are kind of bind and they cannot go at all.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
What did she mean by that? Things cannot be this simple. My guess is again, she's talking about the old house of the heart, where when you got in, you cannot go out freely. Yeah, I guess you can go out, fish, play around, but eventually you have to come back to the house.
Okay,
But you have to
time
be
to
free.
divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan.
Okay?
I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name is on it.
Ooh.
Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
Don't tell us to meet the father.
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky.
I feel brokenhearted.
Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
That is bad. Paimon is not good at it. I'm pretty sure Father know how to read our expression and know what we're thinking and saying, so we are in trouble.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
Paimon, you are not good at that. How should we contact you?
I'll give you a magic bird. If
Oh.
Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong.
The problem is, she probably know about the bird. When she is not looking, I'm pretty sure she know a bird just fly.
Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done.
Yeah, again, for people that you know, the Father's awareness is pretty high. It's the type of character that you'll see, and you know, a single inch of move, that character will know this.
If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Be careful, but wait, if I tell everything to the Father, doesn't that mean, first of all, it dish you guys out, and second of all, yeah, just throw them outside the bus? Second of all, doesn't that also mean we have been hiding stuff from her and we will get punished?
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
Gotcha. I'll go see you.
I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Oh, that's turn the ice. It's still interesting about Clairvy, not gonna lie.
Clairvy, I'd like to take you somewhere. Is that okay with you?
Sure. Where are we going?
Yeah, well, outside, buddy. Where is Lynette and Fremine? Or is it only... Oh, Fremine is collecting intel. What was Lynette doing again? If collecting intel, then we just run around. Alright, I'm gonna try to find Lynette and Fremine. If I don't find them, then we'll just meet the father. Alright, I found Fremine. Next one after this is Lynette, which again I kind of forgot.
Where should I start looking?
Yeah, that's a good question. I couldn't find Lynette, so... Oh, Lynette's with the... Oh no, that's her. Protaglia? Yeah, I couldn't find Lynette. I go to the house, I run around, I found her. None.
It's the knave and child.
The child... Oh, just child. Oh, I thought he was gonna say like, it's the knave. And the child!
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Unless you just got back.
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
You are still not looking so good. Yeah, the thing... Oh, by the way, I already give you... Well, I didn't give you, I give the knave your vision, so have you got your vision?
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea.
Insane.
After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well,
You jump back out?
I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
I see.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left.
Ah, wait, last time we met her, she looked interesting.
I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay, so have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Obviously, well, we're all human here, so that's normal. So, you know.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found.
Yeah, I kinda figured. She literally opened a portal, go in, go out. You know, your master's pet, yada yada yada. Is like.
But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Fight her?
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
Yeah.
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my recovery.
Should we tell him? Tell him what? That he is being a test subject? Sure, yep, that could help a lot, man.
And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Oh, what is that?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrator's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
I'm more surprised that you guys have not been sparring.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
What?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Okay.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
Just casual, toxic, trash talking their colleagues behind their backs. Well, that's... You know.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Yeah, that I actually have no idea what to say. Paimon, you.
Well, we just...
Want to learn more about you guys. You, specifically.
Right! We're
Yep.
super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Also, one more thing is, you're not gonna like... Whenever we talk to you, we feel the pressure, so yeah. Yeah, the father nowhere line. Paimon's literally looking down right now.
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
I think closer bond need to be more, more.
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
Great question! That's a great question.
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Also, I'm pretty sure we already know the answer. Because you don't want to be the mother. Because the mother reminds you of the dead mother. And that mother have ruined your life.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
wait, just let him go. I think that's better. Yeah, Or not he, she already knows something's up. If the nymph leave right now, she's sure to run to Linny and Clarivy. I release the bird Linny gave us now. We should try to get talking first. Something else first. About the House of the Heart. What does the organization mean to you?
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser.
Crazy kind. But yeah, hey, child here actually help us.
Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
Ooh, again, child is a big brother.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you?
Ooh.
At least, that's what I heard.
Oh, that is the different House of the Heart though, child. Well, nobody know about that, but dang. I'm different. Ooh, you pry open too much.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
They never tried the House of the Heart. So does that mean what Clarity said was true? Does the nymph really treat her children like test subject? The answer is no, she doesn't.
Oh, wait. Did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I'm pretty sure she is forced to become the one.
I see.
Gotcha, the nymph want to know what is the rumor about her.
Huh. Based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
It's, well, the truth. Except not full, it's only half truth.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue.
Yeah, which means she does betray, but again, the reason is there's a reason.
Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous.
Why do I feel like the bird that we're gonna try to release gonna get snapped?
Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Yeah, call you Fatui, and people are gonna think you're bad, even though you can actually be like child and knave.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
It doesn't. That's not the main topic. It's a side one. So much for learning anything else about her betrayal. She probably only revealed that other secret in order to change the subjects, which, obviously, it seems like she has tried to avoid talking about her past.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Don't know what does prejudices mean, but okay.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Why?
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention.
Don't tell me it's the kid.
I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Oh, is it the alt? That's the alt one. That's not the current one.
Well, that's only a recent development.
Oh,
In
recent.
the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly.
Oh.
The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
And again, I see. So that's gotcha.
They were that high stakes? Ooh, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Until you have to end their life. Prejudice is opinion formed beforehand that is not based on reason or actual experience. Ah.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming.
Thank you.
Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay. I get the picture.
And the conversation shifts to the topic of Tony and Tusser shall begin to do something. Have a conversation that would usually leave you falling asleep.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
After you get better. Not gonna lie, your weekly boss is still the easiest.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna kill over.
Yeah, kill over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
Goodbye. Bye.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Paimon, stop looking down.
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see,
Yeah, again, like I said, Paimon's not good at lying. This doesn't help.
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
we managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
Why would I?
Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry back and see how everything went.
She? Suspect anything? I don't think she suspect anything. I think she suspect everything, Paimon. I don't know how to tell you this, Paimon, but you are not acting... Yeah.
Oh? You decided to stay a little longer? Let's take in the ocean view together, then.
Yeah, let's see it together and wave a goodbye later. For sure. And definitely will do. Okay, stop with the pun. Return to Pozan. I'm guessing seeing there. Yeah. Again, Paimon talking like that, looking down. I'm pretty sure it's obvious that we are trying to keep her. And yeah, the name is not that dumb. It's literally intelligent. What? The House of the Heart is intelligent stuff. So But if you guys don't watch the official animation, it's actually kind of hard to know the thing that I just tell you guys. So yeah, the old House of the Heart and the current one is entirely different. And from the conversation we can hear, the old one is like that, and the new one is different.
Winnie, how did everything go?
We'll watch the animation maybe in the end of the story.
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight.
What do you mean? She's a vampire?
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her.
And then she got tipped back to where she was.
But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished.
And let me ask, she spawned back where she was?
I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case. Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
Well, I'm not sure about pushing. Work on a non-corporeal being. Oh. Yeah, it's just you can push human. I don't know if you can push something that cannot touch you at all.
Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Or nothing.
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look! Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
And then the first guy like, oh, you guys are reading something interesting.
La Pouillade, L'Endroit, Chambel, Horaire.
Paimon, what type of curse are you trying to cast on me? Oh, we can actually see the picture. I have no idea who is every one of them. Execution
yikes.
list.
That Horaire guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
That's a good point.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended.
That's also the last time.
It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Yeah, Linny got scared while saying those. Or perhaps maybe Father actually make him disappear in the meaning of like actually send him somewhere together with her, except nobody know and nobody will know.
Wait,
Not
so
talking
that
about
means
heaven.
the knave, she...
I don't think so.
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life.
Oh, I see. A solemn atmosphere doesn't over the group, obviously.
Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years.
And not when the father is in the house of the heart since the start. Okay, when the father of the house is a little child. The record about that is not here.
Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filial are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
I mean, one is negative and one is positive, so you know.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
We could tell.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there.
Obviously.
It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Obviously.
Well, That's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something.
Yeah, that's kinda actually the case.
I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs.
I'm more curious about why didn't we ask her about everything, like what actually happened, what goes through, stuff like that.
She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
That's a great point, actually. Yeah. If you want to run from something and somebody give you an idea, you're not gonna give an evidence, just like excuses and just go with it. So yeah.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second.
What is that project mean?
What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either.
Okay.
I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrader have been working on together.
Oh.
Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Which doesn't seem like the father want to.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role.
Yeah.
To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience.
I definitely don't want to be in it. Who is the Rooster and also the Regrader? The Rooster, the old one, right? The dwarf looking one? The Regrader, I don't remember. Is it the doll one?
Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process.
Yeah.
Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
I get why. I understand. Look like the Fatui are plotting something big. But given how little Lini and the others seem to know about it, I probably won't be able to learn much. I'm pretty sure the father as well don't want that to happen. I should keep a sharp eye out during any future dealing with the Fatui to see what I can learn. Ooh! Foreshadowing. Telling you to pay attention whenever you meet. Okay.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
Trying to run away?
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filial and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
Yeah, a human brain is not good at multitasking. We should just focus on one thing at a hand. But yeah, that's pretty much human brain.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clairvy for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Righty, that's pretty interesting stuff that we learned. Rest of the temporary accommodation. Should I try to find the father first? I'm gonna try to find the father first. Let's take a rest. The father actually not on the top anymore. Already checked, it found the father. Your mind raced. Oh.
I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all.
I was hoping that we see something about the past, or just a dream about anything.
Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Lenny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you?
I already find the weekly boss side. Peach Posh Applesauce. I already watched her special announcement, the teaser. No, I don't think so. Remembering her turning to a spider now.
She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
I'm also afraid of her. You can just hide behind me. I got you.
Trust is ever, Traveler.
Why did Clairvy just... Where is she going?
Look! Look over there!
Clairvy? What is she doing over there?
Quick! Let's catch up with her before anyone sees!
Okay. This is where we learned that nobody can actually see her. Other than the one that she wished to see? That's how it worked, right? I don't remember. Either way, let's see.
Over
Where?
there!
She's gonna disappear. Yep, there you go. She is so fast. Our character wants to say she is so fast.
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast!
She is like fading out, fading in. I don't think that's a story wise to make her go faster. I'm guessing it's just, you know, making her look like spirit / ghost, something like that.
Oh, look! She stopped!
What? Oh, she is outside this time. Or not. Oh, she's not.
Clairvy!
What up? Why are you out here?
Shh.
Okay.
I opened the window while no one was looking.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's definitely connected to the animation. Ah,
Look how pretty the outside is.
it is. Window? There's nothing.
If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh?
No?
All this hopeless resisting? It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right?
No, you have to make it reality, not dream of it only.
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that?
Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision.
I regret a lot of decisions, but this is not gonna be one of them.
Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me.
No, you're not. Don't think like that. I'm imagining something dangerous. Stop imagining.
As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value, and you're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough.
Wow, so that is bad. The doctor don't care about you at all. The doctor will do everything. That is yikes.
You're saying the knave did all that?
Wait, does that mean the old one also called the knave?
It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do.
Yep.
She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross.
I'm guess yeah, on the animation as well, we did see the mother is actually nice and kind as well. But little did we know.
I knew you wouldn't believe me.
No, I believe you.
Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
Mother?
Yeah, there you go.
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again.
Again, that's why the knave, the current one, chose to be a father instead of mother.
If only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Who is Perry?
Perry. There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling.
Wait, is Perry the knave?
It almost feels like she's not really here with us.
It is.
Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
It's more like she is like from different timeline, if that makes sense. Like she is on the past, talking and everything, because whatever we ask and whatever we say, she doesn't hear it. But the communication is she is still talking. Like for example, like moment ago, a few minutes ago. Or yeah, if you watch a video, yeah, that's pretty much like what happened. Like just repeating. I'm not sure either. She's a spirit. It could be anything. If you watch one of my videos like, oh, those are the code. It worked in the past, but not anymore now. Type of scenario.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer.
Yeah, I play too much game about ghosts and spirit. I kind of learned all of those scenario.
She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
She have.
It's getting windy. I should close the window.
Oh, we. I'm pretty sure we are the father. Yeah, we are the father.
Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
Wait, that is the exact word from the Knave, is it not? After this, I'm gonna look at Arlecchino's voice. I'd love to see it.
Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot.
Okay, Perry is Arlecchino, gotcha.
I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
After some time, Clary seems to come back to herself.
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her.
I mean, just look at the star, starfall, make a wish, and everything gonna be a-okay.
Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
Or just don't sleep. The night passes. Good morning, Paimon.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Okay, before you do that though, I have a question.
Oh? What is it?
Have the Knave and the Doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Just answer it.
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us.
I'm guessing they're gonna answer the Knave hates the Doctor.
We met the Doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
I want to stab my sword in her, or in its heart. Bro, this Doctor literally got a lot of clone of himself.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him.
Yeah, so again, the Knave that she is talking about, or the Clairvy talk about, is different one.
We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Yeah, I could tell. And also, I love how three of them is like, I trust you guys. I actually like Lini, Lynette, and Fremni. Three of them, my favorite.
Alright, that's good to hear at least.
Actually, Lynette is my favorite. Lini and Fremni is kind of,
Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys.
I mean, facing them is fine. Facing the father is gonna be a problem.
It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either.
Which means she's talking about different timeline. I mean, Paimon already mentioned that, no?
The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
She will not. She was probably is gonna be like, how did you know about that? Because again, she know about something else that she don't wanna tell us. Either way, let's focus on our plan currently.
Father didn't come back last night. She's
Oh.
probably still near the shore.
Really?
We'll be counting on you to distract her.
I tried to search for her. I didn't find her.
Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
The problem is the father is, well, the father. So they kind of know you guys. So be on guard is bad.
Where are we going today?
Let's try somewhere further away this time.
Somewhere away, bro. Did somebody just start updating? Bro, did she stand here all night or like what happened? Reminiscing about the past? Maybe what happened?
Oh, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles.
I really crazy.
So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions?
I feel like the topic discussion is gonna be about us.
Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Yep. Again, like I said, she already know. It's obvious. But yep.
Us? Distract you?
We will never.
Good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
We will never. Right now we're judging her.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere?
Sure, I'm guessing she is trying to open to us a little.
Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
Isn't it? Have a good pizza lately? So you know everything then.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia. Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
What should we do?
And
She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
we should release the pigeon that Lini gave us. Go, fly.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
We really don't have any other option. Guess all we can do is take it one step at a time.
Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Lynn and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Also, do I have healer? I'm gonna look. Okay, we got Bennett at this. We got Bennett and also Frina. This team should be good enough. I mean, I can redo it after, but so follow her to Court of Fontaine. That gonna be no, that's not gonna be where. What type of cutscene will we get actually? So curious.
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait.
Yeah, sure, I guess. I'm guessing you are gonna talk to Nervalet.
I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
But a rumor is a bad thing.
Planning on doing anything to them, are you?
Paimon, stop.
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine.
Yeah, those are the only one I remember.
Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately.
I guess as the father, you're gonna punish them.
No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Paimon, calm down.
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
Wait, you actually gonna end their life?
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
There's really no other way to solve the issue, is there?
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives.
Wow. This has gone dark here.
As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
I feel like the Knave know our power, that's why the Knave's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna try to fight you.
But that's awful.
It is.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer.
I feel like the Knave is only making it sounds like gonna end life, but little did we know that's not the case, but who knows, we'll see it till the end. If in the end the Knave didn't say anything about that's, only to make or see our reaction, then that is real.
If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime,
Oh,
all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove.
wait, what? Wait, she already know that far? I mean, I know she know Clairvy, but wait, what?
If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
It's a deal then, we'll hold you to it. Are we not gonna talk about how she already know about Clairvy? Like, at least you know that Phantom Child, but how did you know it's Clairvy?
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you.
Ah,
Do try and keep better track of it next time.
see? I told you. Like I said, the bird's gonna... It didn't get stabbed, but it got caught. Which means Linny didn't get the bird.
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
I thought we were gonna lose it permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned.
Okay, yeah, like I said, she probably already know the bird is for that.
Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in
It's
time.
whether I'm good at learning people or it's obvious on the story, whichever. But either way, I feel like we're being used as something to make sure certain somebody agree to the thing. Like we're on the father's side type of scenario. I don't know. We'll see. I suppose. Who knows? I hope we're not being used to, make Nervla think that we're on her side, but we'll see. It's kind of weird. Also, it's Palamamornia or something like that.
It's been a while, Monsieur Nervalet. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis.
Yeah, I'm more surprised. Like, what are you guys gonna talk about?
I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
Yeah, I'm about to. I'm curious about that as well.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Are we not gonna know about it? Okay. The leisure is now, I'm guessing. No?
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette, so allow me to use water as an analogy.
Okay. I love how Nervala didn't just explain everything. Nervala was talk like that. Never just, proceed to say like, why do you want to fight instead?
A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out.
Gotcha. So it got something to do with... Oh, because the knave about to do something big, I guess. The knave trying to ask permission from Nervala. That way there's not gonna be any issue later on. It's like you're about to hold a party on somewhere else and it's gonna be loud, so you ask for, like police or guard or anything. So, yeah, everything gonna be okay.
As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Interesting. So the father want the kid to grow up well and matured and, can take care of themselves. aka from the what you call the water original to the ocean. I forgot what is the word anymore. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Kind of, yeah. Well, I actually get it. I don't know how to explain it to you guys.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Gotcha. So the knave literally trying to do those.
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, With that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
The name just go to nearby ocean or water, just grab some water and then yep, yeah, this is Nervlet's gift.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
Okay. Why am I here again? Uh, what is written there? Could I read? No?
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily resonate with those of others.
Oh, I see.
Yet in the few meetings I've had with that Harbinger, I haven't been able to sense any aspect of her emotional state. Her mind is like a still body of water. Who knows what darkness lies in its depths, and the lack of ripples on the surface gives nothing away. It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being, or whether it's an incredible strength of will that gives her the ability to master her emotions. Either scenario, however, suggests she is a very dangerous individual.
Oh, foreshadowing what will happen. Gotcha. Also, it's actually her natural state, I'm guessing. It's natural and she obtained it, or what you call master it.
I do not expect an explanation as to why you two are by her side. Whatever your reasoning, I would only advise you to take caution.
Dang, foreshadowing is insane. But I gotcha. So in the end, they didn't tell us what and why we are here. Not gonna lie, I can expect anybody explain to me why we are here. Oh, who knows? I mean, we're there. We were there, so who knows? Who knows? Alright, let's jump into the next story, shall we? Why do I have to get to the door in order to... Okay.
So, what exactly were you talking about back there?
About making my children to be strong and being, I don't know, just them able to do stuff on their own.
Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
Ooh, river. Large body of water and then irrigation.
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Telling Lini what to do. I'm guessing.
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay.
Why is that person running?
Paimon recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Shush. The name may seem relaxed, but she didn't seem to be joking earlier when she said those who betray organization must pay with their life. I think she is serious about punishing those kids, but I don't think it's about taking their life though. How should we stop her? Now there's something else we should figure out first. Multitasking is bad. You have to always focus on one thing. When we were talking from the Palace of Memornia, or how do you pronounce that, she mentioned Clairvy's name, which again, how come she know that? Does that mean she knew where Clairvy was this entire time? Maybe she even anticipated how Lini and the others were going to act. My face!
Oh, shoot. Are you alright?
Oh, you are that person that they never met anymore, cause the scar. So the punishment, like I said, is never about taking their life. It's just changing their life.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Yeah, I kinda already knew that. And I'm pretty sure she just want to see our reaction about saying something about taking their life. Yeah, see the scar. Yeah, this is the person. My bad, I also wasn't paying attention. It's your fault, but it's my bad.
Let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
Okay, he looked kind of familiar for some reason.
Oh,
Flashback?
you don't have to give us anything.
No? No flashback? Okay.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway. It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
Wait, do the father also tell them to forget about everything about the heart of the house? I wonder.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Yeah, Newsboy definitely know who is Arlecchino is.
Hold on.
Do I know you?
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with Mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Ah, that's nice. The fathers still looking up for their children, even though they got their own life now.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
That's nice to
well,
know.
Now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer?
That is. Like she is like, oh come on, you guys are just pain at this point.
Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
Where the heck did you get that courage to speak out loud like that? Looks like Paimon is trying to buy us more time. If we head back now, I doubt Lini and the others will have made any progress. What should we do?
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless.
But we'll go eat.
That being said, I could be persuaded to give Lini some extra time. I just have one condition.
After this, there's no more delay?
If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairvy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Yep.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
No, I'm gonna ask you to fight me.
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Okay. I can do something bad. Touch you. Nope. Never mind.
Then what do you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want.
Mutual.
Demands and threats only get you so far.
Your condition? Yeah, let's hear it first.
Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Wait, are you letting go the House of the Heart?
Okay, sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes?
In a
When
few
is that
10
supposed
minutes.
to be?
In a few 10 minutes, 20 minutes from now.
That is for you to decide.
Gotcha. We accept the condition.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Are we eating good? I hope we're eating good. I'm about to say, where am I following you exactly? That way. Oh no. Wait, we didn't go in at all. Wait, why are we going that way? Okay, we are finally close. This is so far. Let's finally learn. I'm stuck. Let's finally learn what actually happened. It seems like she is about to tell us about, well, pretty much everything.
What is this place?
Oh, this is the past. I didn't notice that until now.
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble.
Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't know that until now.
No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a harbinger, and before Lini and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
Her mother. I love how you word it like that. But let's see.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Calm down. Why?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning.
And then I proceed to play the animation. Wouldn't that be cool?
Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Harry?
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained.
Death.
Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere, the very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Peruere end her life. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Peruere killing the person at the very top.
Crucibina, you mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruere won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
Bum bum bum! I kinda already know that, not gonna lie. That was epic.
You were born into this world all alone. But here in the House of the Hearth, you will grow up to be strong. Your goal is to learn, to compete, to defeat all your brothers and sisters in battle, and become king. Where's Peruere? Didn't she want to hear the story?
Excuse me, Mother. She's doing a funeral for her spider.
That child. Maybe her curse is flaring up again. Clairvy, see to her.
Oh, okay. I want cake. You want some?
Sure. You must know spiders don't eat cake.
Oh, yeah, I know.
The birds soar from their cage. Sunbeams filter through the foliage.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
I should have pruned this flower long ago. Not waited till it wilts. How grotesque. Wouldn't you agree? Innocence and kindness are such beautiful qualities. Sadly, they're all so useless! Never fly the nest. You are no exception.
Stay awake, don't fall asleep. The way is long and the gloom is deep. Embers glowed in the hearth, still
Surrender. Let your mother guide you, and you shall become the one true king!
My answer is no.
She killed the Harbinger? Shh.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa has decreed as follows. I hereby pardon your crimes and bestow upon you a new name. This title and its legacy of bloodshed are now yours to bear, my poor, mad, cursed knave.
Come with me. I will raise you as my child, like a strict and unfeeling father.
So that's how it happened. Interesting.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about, it was you all along.
And we know that.
You're Perroware. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
This was your story, just as much as Clairvy is.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father.
That's actually a great choice. Because after that, Clairvy was here, and Clairvy is still talking about mother, and we are so confused, like, why mother, not father, what happened?
And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
The Clairvy we met, though, who is she exactly? I'm guessing the ghost of the past?
Yeah.
Memory of the past?
Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed.
Yeah, that's also a great
So
question.
the Clairvy we met, was she really a spirit at all?
Yeah, that's also what I'm so curious about. Because as you can see from the animation, again, they released the animation first. Last time we met is like, she's teenager, I guess?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
That makes a lot of sense. The problem is the pen. We probably already forgot like 20 years ago, but that's a thing.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time.
We know that.
It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
Yep.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives.
What?
But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen.
And the problem is, the house or the secret or the truth is not the current one. It's about the past, which is different.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
So instead of forgetting about the past, forget about the future.
Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape. And it is this very perception that traps her there.
Yeah, so as she goes, that means she will get eliminated.
But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
I think she have already tried that.
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
If Lumin wanna talk, I'm gonna keep quiet now.
Is this really what you want to do?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs: anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Uh-oh. Lumin already talked. Finally. It's pretty silent, not gonna lie, but...
Here they are, Father.
Oh god, it's the entire family, including her as well.
Oh, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
That is your reaction? What the heck?
Lenny!
Clarvy.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
I don't think she done. I don't think she got any wish.
Huh?
I'm guessing you couldn't... Oh, couldn't dispose her, I guess.
Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clarvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house, and for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
Also, another thing that I want to say is I'm guessing the knave is trying to show how the punishment actually go through the house. Which is not gonna be the same.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoi, Sato, Toddy. Nantoi clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
Wait, how did you know that?
I did not!
You did. I heard that.
You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clarvy. You were using all those things Clarvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
Because they didn't. They just want the father to know the truth.
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget.
Now what happened?
That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial, Nantoi, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clarvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Why? Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences. I'm sorry, Sheplo. faults. I'm sorry, Father. We accept our punishment.
Chaplot, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father, please, reconsider.
I wanna say something, but I don't wanna break the immersion, so I'll stop saying things.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
All of you are getting punishment, I'm pretty sure.
Linny, you... I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished.
And this is where we comes in. We already agreed to her, so we should join in as well.
However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Beat Father in a duel?
It's not from it's not 1v1, it's all of you guys and me fighting her. Should be easy, I hope.
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Lenny.
We don't have Hydro here. But we must.
Did you hear that, Traveler?
Yeah. Lenny wanna fight with a card. I can't. It's like, why? You wanna fight with a card? Not that one. See, if I totally break the immersion.
Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that?
I'm gonna regret upon something.
If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Is executing them really what she wants? I don't think that's what she wants. I'm pretty sure she's gonna try to do something else.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Back then, she never actually answered my question. She never answered any of our question. But that makes the answer pretty obvious, doesn't it?
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
There's no way the Nef will lose on purpose. Although...
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
I said we agreed upon something.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Joining the duel.
Traveler,
I'd like to see for myself what a fourth of the Fatui Harbinger can do.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
If that's okay.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
No cutscene at all? I was waiting for that. Bro, that is so scary, slowly coming in.
Let the world come alive!
Kinda forgot she dashed into you after.
I am the cutting edge of fashion. Coming at ya!
Watch out for Father's movements!
I gotcha.
Is it my turn now?
There's no trial at all, by the way, just to be out there. Phase 2, here we go.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
Coming at ya!
Alright, I need to clear my one of life. I'm okay. Just that I don't have any heal.
Is it my turn now?
Oh.
Delicate as silk. Are you done?
Sweet.
Time to shine.
I need to clear my bond of life and then charge attack.
I really have to draw my blade.
One.
Then...
2. And come on. There you go. Then last one.
Shoot! I can't afford it. What?
Now's our chance!
Over here!
You know, on the open world battle, you kinda have to step forward for him to charge you. That's why I'm kinda distracted there.
Benny's adventure team. I have failed.
This is the hard part. Come on.
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
I'm too busy eating a hot dog right now. Dog, wait a moment.
Shall begin. Yeah. Let's light it up.
Let's see adventure drawing resolve.
Watch out.
Supposedly, I have Farina to help me with, or not Farina, Vanna to help me with this. But as you can see,
now's our chance.
Over here.
I don't have them. Another one. I'm pretty sure that's twice on me, right?
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
No! I'm sorry, Father!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack. made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon. I can't move.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Ouch. Oh, cutscene.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Yeah, okay. I kind of figured this is actually the case. Bro, those cutscenes are so amazing. Dang, they even add all of those characters I showed, like, you. That's cool. That's actually awesome. I love it a lot.
Brother, are you alright?
I'll say we can get out of doors because our weapons literally held back like that. If we got trapped different way or like the net, I don't think we can break out of that.
Lenny.
Dang, that's actually scary though. The game literally show how Arlecchino is fighting, showing how people use her or how strong she is. I mean,
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
yes.
I never thought things would end like this.
Really?
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
What is it? Is that fire from Claire V or for Claire V?
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away.
So I was right. Yeah, the memory got wiped. Gotcha. That's why we saw that person with a scar. I thought that person know the father, but the person didn't know at all. So it does change their life. But at the same time, they're not gonna know about this at all, which is so sad. That's why you never heard about them anymore.
If you can withstand the pain, when you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization.
I love how you are saying changing the method, but in the end of the day, you have been doing this in the past.
In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
That's also good. Either way, it will work both ways. I just sneezed out my throat. So that means the young man that I thought looked so familiar, the one selling newspaper outside the Palais Memornia, it must have been the same horror we saw on the list of execution. He wasn't unalive after all.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
Yeah, I kind of figured as soon as she talked about this. No. If my understanding of the Knave is right, she really thinks of that as unaliving him. The horror that lived in the House of the Heart no longer existed. The one that remained is simply a normal person living out his life with his beloved one. Even so, it's much better than actually ending their life, I guess.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Yeah, because you're not gonna even remember these people after that.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours.
I'm pretty sure they are not gonna take them because it's pretty much forgetting about everyone. And since they wanna stay as family, they will not drink that at all.
Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Father.
That's a happy ending.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
As for Claire V,
Claire V.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Claire V. That's what happened.
that's really the first thing that you wanna say, really?
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little.
I know, right?
She's so speechless.
Literally. If this really is Claire V's younger self, then I will say she's probably had enough lies.
Oh. Okay then.
She just accepted.
Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that?
Paima is our reaction, pretty much.
Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me.
But she cannot lie. She make it sounds the other way.
Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
Oh, I already show it, alright.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors.
I still can't believe, like, well, I kind of figured it's the by blood because of the hair, but what type of mother that even torture her kids, bruh?
Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, for the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die.
Ooh, so when they start dueling each other and fighting, it was them 16 years old. Dang.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Iudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past.
There you go. Like I explained about the water as well. It's like the source is her, but then they're gonna change their life, right? At least they can do their own stuff. But I thought it's gonna mean like, the father teach them so they can, live their life on their own. But no, it's Udex or making Udex helping them to live their life. So that way they're not gonna have a problem to start, I suppose.
Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too.
That is a girl. Yeah.
I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
No, let me tell you, alright? Let me tell you, we have been through a lot. There's a dragon.
Really?
Yes, a dragon. Fly or stuck under.
Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight!
Except Netland. You are from Snatchnaya, so you already know Snatchnaya. So yeah. Talk about Land of Animal with Freedom, Geo Contract, Electra Eternity, Dendro Wisdom. Because Freedom, we are talking about this one. I want to talk about Nahida 1, actually. Debating, I'm gonna go this.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard.
Aww.
Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
Good. Oh, we can talk about everything.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying.
Yeah, kid, stay in your class, do your studies. Don't watch a streamer while you're in a class, alright?
I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
You got a fear of something else. Your grade, your score, the number, the words A, B, C, or F. Anyway, about contract. Land of Hydro Nation of Justice.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from.
I know,
I
right,
never
Crazy?
knew that before.
Same.
If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother.
Aw, that's nice.
It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses.
Ah,
And Mother, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I just have to keep them all for me then. I could
nice.
wear a different one every day.
Hey, I'd love to see that, I think. We'll pretend I'd love to see that. Alright!
Those yokai you mentioned,
Ah,
what do they look like?
animals?
I once
And
saw a
some
drawing of this
object?
one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that?
Oh, when a bro knows, alright? When a bro knows. Yeah. Aratakito.
Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni.
Woodchucker.
Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
And if you are scared of them, just give them a bean. A bean. We tell Clarivy about various stuff about Nation. Returns to
The
Fontaine.
situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles.
Here we go. That's what happened if you choose Fontaine.
Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next?
We get executed and we become a ghost.
Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly, all thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
I can't believe you bring that back. Not this again.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me.
And this feels so
So it
sad.
was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Bro, I feel like she's gonna slowly... Clara is listening really intently to Paimon's story about our time in Fontaine. She seems really happy. Like all her trouble have been forgotten. Maybe this is the first time she has ever been able to truly relax. But I'm not sure how long this moment can last.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
As time passes, she'll probably forget everything we've told her and go back to being that scared little girl who could only hide in the shadows. Huh. I was so busy thinking, almost didn't notice. The sun has risen.
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy.
No, I kinda know it's gonna end like that and I hate it still. Why do we have goodbye?
She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
Also, I thought I muted. Luckily, I'm not.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures.
She probably already know that.
But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye.
I see. And she's gonna forget about everything, and then everything cannot proceed, and have to be repeated again.
Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Let the past be the past, and let the future arrive. Accept the future.
Father?
You should probably rest and not do marathon running.
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Guessing he want to stay.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Guessing you, Lynette, and Fremine are staying.
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'Été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas, I must admit. I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
But that's the point. You didn't force them. They want to be here. Also, I'm guessing the name seeing everybody or the child on the house is the same. So she expect everybody to leave. Or she is just saying that she's surprised, but she's not. I don't know. I'm not surprised. Again, I already know who is gonna stand, who is not.
I just...
Obviously.
never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You care about everybody. You literally fight her for everyone's life. You pretty much protect family, I guess.
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family.
I really hope I know how to say a simple word like this. Rather than just like, oh, you love your family, you like them, you love them, you fight for them.
You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
Without even you guys to convince, I'm pretty sure Father will let you guys, yeah.
You're a hero, Linny.
Oh, this is just to show that Lin is the next, and Lin is a good person.
Hero. Father is the real hero.
Indeed.
Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life.
Me too.
She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel.
Pretty sure before the duel, even.
I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
At least you're the second one before her, so.
You're wrong.
Nope. Just, you're wrong, okay?
In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities.
And we could tell. What?
Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
Okay, calm down.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson.
But are you strong enough? Are we gonna actually see the Harbinger fight each other?
Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us.
Cause yeah, we got a Wonder, we got Tartaglia, we also got the Knave. So it's like half against. Wait, how many are there? Was it 8? I forgot. The 9th was dead, or not 9th. The you know who.
At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment.
That's good to know.
No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
With that, it's not end yet. Wait until 2 days. I thought it's gonna end, but it haven't end yet. So, Lindy give us some information where is our friend is. 2 days have passed. What do we have here?
Do love Spina. Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été?
Yes.
Oh, Paimon wonders how they're doing. Maybe we should go check on them.
I actually want to do that. I actually go to the hotel, but I didn't find them unless the hotel that they mean is their house, which who knows. Either way, let me see. How are you guys? Doing good? I mean, I've been
Lynette,
2 days.
Fremine, how are you feeling?
Much better.
I love how Fremne actually, instead of slicing, Fremne also just flipped the great sword. So that's gonna impel, not slice. But in the end, it doesn't really matter which side, is it?
What a relief!
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
There's no need to worry, I'm right as rain.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over.
I'm so sorry. After I slice that thing and I get out, I don't know how Lumin worked. Lumin literally just zip zap and proceed to stand in front of the children. Bro, that's scary. And then she's like, stop time and like touch her on the shoulder. Like, okay, we're safe.
Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Claire V gone?
Time has come, and new story will be told when one have ended.
Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
Well, we bid her farewell under a blanket of sunlight. Her wish has been fulfilled.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
Oh wait, are you on the survival? Are you... Wait, when all of those happened, right? On the last animation, people keep saying Kakavaja, which is kind of ruined everything. But yeah, the last part, I know it's Fremine. But is it because Fremine is like a new recruit at that time? Like super early after everything have fallen apart?
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
So you are.
Crusabina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crusabina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crusabina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
Okay, so why didn't you tell us that a moment ago? Or did you just hear that from the father? I kind of forgot. When we are searching the file, which can save Lynette sometimes.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crusabina or Clairvy.
I'm guessing the father tell Linny and Linny tell everyone?
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now.
Lynette tried to sound like her. That's funny.
And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crusabina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit.
Not even her own daughter, actually, which is insane.
If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Don't think about that, and I'm pretty sure the father will be the king either way, regardless. But unless the father know what will happen. So yeah. I mean, she saved you in the end.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together.
That's what another thing is. I don't think she wanna say that she saved you, because in the end, she kind of put you guys in danger and she know that, maybe?
But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home.
That's why they got the vision.
We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
And just invite us back as guests and, we'll call it even. Easy.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Filial and Nantoy okay?
We're about to see them, I guess. So another thing is, can I go inside the house? I want to see how it looked like.
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning.
Obviously, they don't know who you are.
They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently.
Which they still like that stuff. Good.
They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
That's the end. With that being said, there you go when the Hearth-Flame goes out. Ignis Purgatorius, I don't know how to read that. It's done. That's the story quest for it. Obviously, all of us can already guess what have happened. Or most of it. And yeah, it's pretty long actually. Either way, subscribe and like button. Thank you guys all for watching. There you go, that's it. I'm pretty sure none of the character exists at all. Which is good, I don't need to run around and search for them. But anyway, subscribe, like button, follow me on Twitch, and I'll see all of you guys on the next video. Stream still continue, and I'll see all of you next time. Goodbye.
Witness my rise. The aurora in Snezhnaya is quite beautiful. Certainly worth a visit.